Hello friends, myself Assistant Professor Savita Devkar. Today we'll be going through the pharmaceutical emulsion slides, which is a kind of dispersed system. After going through these slides, the learning outcome from the students will able to know the differentiate between emulsion and suspension, then definition of emulsion. Students will able to know the types and theories of emulsion, identification test for emulsion and additives used in emulsion. Now, what are emulsion first? Actually, the emulsion is basically a dispersed system. Dispersed systems are categorized into two, emulsion and suspension. Emulsion is a dispersion, which is the dispersed phase is composed of small globules of the liquid distributed throughout a vehicle in which the oil globules are immiscible. That means two different phases are immiscible and made miscible with the help of emulsifying agent. Suspension is a type of dispersed system where the two phases system in which the finally divided solid phase is dispersed into the continuous phase. So these are the two kind of dispersion system, emulsion and suspension. Now we will see the difference between emulsion and suspension. As I have already told you that the emulsion, it is a biphasic system and made up of two immiscible liquids which are made miscible with the help of emulsifying agent. And the suspension, whereas exactly different, there is no emulsifying agent in this. This is also biphasic system, only one phase is dispersed into the another phase. Now in emulsion, the globule size is the dispersed phase is 0.25 to 25 micron, whereas in suspension the particle size of suspended solid is within the range of 0.5 to 5 micron. In emulsion, emulsifying agents are required, whereas in suspension, suspending agents are required. Now in emulsion, they are of two types, generally OW and W, that is oil in water and water in oil. In suspension, there are flocculated and deflocculated. Emulsions, we do have some identification test to identify the emulsion, whereas in suspension there is no such identification test. During the storage, freezing of the emulsion, they will lead to the cracking, whereas the storage of the suspension in cold condition or freezing condition, they will lead to the aggregation. So here is the difference between suspension and emulsion. Now we will be actually going through the definition of emulsion. Now emulsion is a thermodynamically unstable system consisting of at least two immiscible liquid phases, one of which is dispersed as a globule in the other phase and which is stabilized by the third substance called emulsifying agent. Now you can see the four different beakers here. Okay. Now here in A beaker there are two immiscible liquids. Let us consider the oil and the water. In second B beaker, these oil globules are stirred with the help of spatula and therefore these oil globules are get dispersed in the form of finest globules and they again come at the top after some time as shown in the figure C. Now in D beaker we have added some emulsifying agent so that these oil globules are uniformly mixed or thoroughly get distributed so that you can see one continuous homogeneous emulsion. Now emulsion is also can be defined as it is a dispersion in which the dispersed phase is composed of small globule of a liquid distributed throughout the vehicle in which immiscible and immiscible oil is there. Now the internal phase or external phase, we will see which one is the internal phase and which is the external phase. Here internal phase, let us consider the OW type of emulsion where oil is an internal phase and the water is an external phase, vice versa. In WO type of emulsion, the water is an internal phase and the oil is an external phase. Now the classification of emulsion. These emulsions are classified on the basis of the two categories like dispersed phase and the size of the liquid droplet. According to the dispersed phase, that is oil in water and water and oil can be differentiated, whereas on the basis of the size of the droplet, they are classified as macro emulsions and micro emulsions. In macro emulsions, the dispersed size of the globule is 0.2 to 50 millimeter, whereas in micro emulsion it is 0.01 to 0.2 mm. Now, there are different types of emulsions like simple emulsions, multiple emulsions, and micro emulsions. Micro emulsions. First is the simple emulsion. They are also called as a macro emulsions like oil in water emulsions and water in oil emulsions. In multiple type of emulsions, oil in water in oil and water in oil and water, these are the two different types. The micro emulsions are also known as nano emulsions, whereas where the disperse phase is having a nano size. Now, question to be answered by the students here. Student, please listen. Are we using the emulsions in our daily routine? Just stop and think. Yes. So, answer is here. We are using so many types of emulsions in our day-to-day routine. Like the small children's, they are given the vitamins drop are given to them. Then the lotions like calamine lotions, all are using ointments like iodine or povidone ointment after injury, creams like cold cream, and the liniments like turpentine liniments for the rubefacient action. So here is your different type of emulsion you are using in the day-to-day routine. Now we will see some identification test for the emulsion like dilution test, dye test, conductivity test, fluorescence test, and cobalt chloride test. The first one is the dilution test, where if you will take the OW type of emulsion and dilute it with the water, and if you find no change in the system, then that means that whatever the water you have added into it, it has already gone into the external phase or miscible with the external phase. Therefore, it is a OW type of emulsion as your external phase is water. But if you have supposed added the oil, then that oil do not get miscible with these phases. Therefore, the two different layer can be seen here. Next is the conductivity test. The basic principle of this test, as you know, that water is a good conductor of the electricity. Therefore, if you will take the OW type of emulsion, the bulb can easily glow as the water is the external phase, whereas vice versa, if you will take water in oil emulsion, as oil is external phase, it is not good conductor of electricity. So here you can find out the differentiate between OW and WO emulsion. Now, dye solubility test. As the soluble dyes are water soluble dyes are easily can be traced out. They will be easily dissolved into the water. Therefore, if OW emulsion is there, the color will be dissolving or dye will be get dissolved in the external phase. You can differentiate very well. And if it is oil soluble color, then the color will be find out in the droplet. So you can see under the microscope that how the picture looks. Next is the fluorescent test. Again, if the oil is almost all the oil are fluorescent, so if your emulsion is WO type of emulsion, under the microscope you will see that all the slide is becoming fluorescent. Whereas if your emulsion is OW type of emulsion, then only oil will droplets will fluorescent the light, and you can see it is a OW type of emulsion. Cobalt chloride test. When a filter paper soaked in a cobalt chloride solution, it is dipped into an emulsion and dried, it turns from blue to pink, indicating that emulsion is OW type of emulsion. Now, theories for emulsification: surface tension theory, oriented wedge theory, and interfacial film theory. These are the three different theories where you can see that how the emulsifying agent is acting on the dispersed part or the immiscible parts to form a uniform emulsion. This we will be looking into the depth in our next slides. Now there are different additives for the formulation of emulsion. Emulsifying agent, which is the main ingredient which reduces the interfacial tension between oil and water, and then it makes the system miscible to form an emulsion. Another ingredients are used as antimicrobial preservative agents, antioxidants to avoid any degradation of the oil, and various auxiliary emulsifiers are used. So here emulsifying agent plays a very important role to reduce the surface tension between the oil and water. It should be stable, it should be compatible, it should be non-toxic, and it should be little odor, taste or color. So it should not interfere with the stability of the efficacy. These are the some active ideal properties of the emulsifying agents. So here are the some references I have mentioned in our last slide. Thank you so much.